Hey people, I just want to adjust this camera a little bit. Okay. How you doing? Welcome to Ellie's Place. I wanted to chat today about the positive effects of the hashtag walkaway movement. I didn't really need to do another video about this because I already did one, but this is a different aspect of it. I think what people don't realize is that the hashtag walkaway movement is not just waking people up. It's waking people up to what's been going on. The lies, the manipulation, the fraudulent themes of the government's policies. I mean, most people have been so complacent and or feeling helpless because once the government's in, they're in for 4 years and it's hard to get them out. But the positive effects of this walkaway movement are that people are actually seeing the violent intent of a certain party and the nature of their desperation to achieve power once again, because they had power for so long. And it's important that people wake up to see that they're being manipulated and basically molded like silly putty to whatever that party wants them to believe. This, all this stuff with Maxine Waters and the violence has really, I think, been a large part of waking people up. I think it's to the point now where people are saying, what? Getting violent with people just because they vote with Trump? What's up with that, right? But it goes beyond that. That's just one aspect of it. They're calling for a basic civil war, and I think a lot of people are realizing that that's not what America needs or wants. I don't think anyone wants more wars. I think we want to end the wars. We want to stop the need for wars. And having an internal war within the people is exactly what the Democrat Party and the far left want. They want disarray. They want the NWO, which is the basic one world government, one world order. They have so many names, but their main name is the Bilderbergs, okay? And people need to stand up and say, look, our government officials should not be going to Bilderberg meetings. That's treason, okay? They're not allowed to do that. And basically what the Democrats and priorly the Republicans were doing was going to Bilderbergs to get their orders from the elitists who run the planet, the ones who are spraying all the crap in our skies and poisoning our water and poisoning our food and shoving steroids and antibiotics in all of the meat. That's all done by corporations. The corporations are owned by the Bilderbergs, okay? And that's what a lot of people aren't realizing. So I think the positive effects of this walk-away movement are going to be people waking up to all of that. People waking up to the intensity of what's being pushed on them, okay, and what they've been made to believe is acceptable. And it's not. We don't want a one-world government. We don't want corporations telling us what to do in our lives and how we can't have families and the family structures being torn apart. And that's another thing that's waking people up, is like, especially with the whole black population has been basically manipulated and tromped on by governments, like literally stomped on by governments, and saying, you're going to jail for 25 years for, a gram of coke when anyone else might get, a year, and the Bill Clinton instituted the double sentence on black people who were caught dealing in drugs like crack and coke and stuff. But everyone else doesn't get the same treatment. So I think a lot of black people are waking up to that. A lot of black people are waking up to the fact that they're being manipulated, okay, to think that the family's a bad thing. And they've been manipulated into thinking that abortion is a good thing. And most of the abortions in Planned Parenthood, and many people have made this known, most of the abortion clinics for Planned Parenthood are in low-income black neighborhoods. You don't ever see them in white neighborhoods, right? So the blacks are being encouraged to abort their babies. Now, that's bad enough. But what they don't realize is that when they abort that baby is then, while still alive, harvested for parts and pieces and stuff like adrenochrome. It's being put in Coca-Cola and on various food products. Baby's DNA, yes. I know that sounds silly, but you look it up. Look up adrenochrome. I did a video on adrenochrome a couple months ago, and I may do another more in-depth one. There's a girl named April Lejeune who did a really, really good video on adrenochrome. That's a lot of what Planned Parenthood does. They don't give a crap about even the population. They just want those babies for the money. They're selling those babies, okay? And they're charging the people to get the abortions and all this, and they're giving them some free, birth control pills and whatnot. But basically, anyone who gets an abortion, their baby's parts are being used in foods and soft drinks and all different kinds of things, medicines. I digress here. I just wanted to know that the positive effects of this walkaway movement, the hashtag walkaway movement, are that people are waking up to all of these things. And if they haven't, they will be very soon, because it's all kind of being dragged out. The government's the Democrats are so desperate to get power back that they're exposing themselves and not even realizing it. And Maxine Waters and Pelosi have been a big part of that. They call your tax breaks, they call them crumbs. No, they're crumbs to their rich cronies that they cater to, okay? They don't give a crap about lower America and that common blue-collar worker, okay? That's why they call it crumbs, because to your average family, that's not crumbs, okay? So that is actual proof right there that they're catering to the elites and the rich, not to you, the lower income or middle income people of America. So I think a lot of this, in their desperation to gain power back, they've exposed themselves in so many ways. And Alex Jones has made note of it. Several other people, Stefan Molyneux, has made note of it. Lionel Nation, he's made note of it quite a bit. And I think a lot of people are starting to tune into exactly what they've been manipulated and how they've been manipulated. And that's such a great thing, and I'm so encouraged. I really think that America needs to push more people to wake up and stand together, stand united, and say, no, we're not taking this crap. And that's exactly what the hashtag walkaway movement is. It's people fed up with it and not taking the crap anymore. And it doesn't matter who they go and vote for. The fact is they woke up. And now they're going to want to learn things. They're going to want to look things up. They're going to want to watch videos of things they would never have watched before. It's a good thing. It's an awesome thing. And I just wanted to make note of that in this video. I'd like to thank my new subscribers. It's nice to have your support. And I really, really am so happy that everyone got involved in my hashtag walkaway video. I'd never imagined so many views on that video. I thought maybe 20, 30, maybe 50, but so far it's clocked over 150 views, and it's still rising. So that just shows the curiosity of people and the tenacity of people. They're getting tenacious. They're getting aggressive, and that's good. You have to do that, and you have to learn, and you have to educate yourself to all this that's been going on, that has been they've made you feel like it is supposed to be that way, and it's not, okay? It's the way they manipulate you with the mainstream media like CNN and MSNBC and ABC and NBC and all these losers who don't give a shit about you. They are corporations. They are feeding the corporate agenda, which is the Bilderberg's agenda, okay? The Bilderberg controls everything. The banks, the insurance companies, all the press, all the newspapers, everything have been controlled for decades. And so now you have to get away from that and go to alternative media, which is YouTube, Facebook. Just people like me, people like you, who are exposing things and doing videos, making their own channels, their own news channels, There's a lot of people who are very credible, and now they're starting to be seen. Stop listening to the Ben Shapiros and the Crowders and the Rogans. Those guys are all corporate, okay? Those guys are all helping push an agenda that's been keeping America dumbed down, and Canada. So I'm just hoping that this movement spreads into Canada. We need it here too. We need to wake up, okay? So you have a great day. I am starting to get very hot here. It's a very hot day, and I just wanted to come out and do this video. I felt compelled to finish where I kind of left off with my other video. So have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. And I really hope, if you feel like subscribing, the red subscribe button's just below my video there. Feel free to like the video, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.